and welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast. I'm Sean LaRue with Neo Home Loans. I'm having a great day, and I hope you are too. Um, Today, we're bringing you some market insights, market trends, and really wanting to introduce you guys to a specific neighborhood in Palm Springs. Um, I'm joined today with special guest, Mr. Craig Michaels. How you doing today,
Yes,
buddy?
sir. Doing good. I love the way you opened up because that's exactly what is on your answering machine. I'm having a great day, and I hope you do too. I just love it. It always puts a
Dude,
smile
I
on my
heard that years ago, and I'm like, I am snatching that,
face.
and I love it. It's just great energy.
Yeah,
I don't know how better to explain just how awesome it is to be above ground and hanging out with your buddies.
gratitude
Um,
every day and gratitude. That's what my new tattoo says. Gratitude. Oops, can I get that on there? Hold on.
yeah,
Oh, I can't.
I
My
love that
sleeve.
you're getting the
I,
ink, bud. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I just got a gratitude tattoo, but my sleeves are too tight. But anyway, that's for another show.
Your sleeves are too tight. Yeah.
All
um,
that working out.
yeah. Uh, that's freaking awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here, and you brought it to my attention that Deepwell Estates in Palm Springs is a neighborhood that you really love. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've lived in the desert 36 years and always loved Palm Springs, which is why I bought the URL realestatepalmsprings.com. And there's lots of great neighborhoods, no doubt about it. It's hard to choose, but I always gravitate towards the south end, and one in particular is Deepwell Estates. And every time I drive through there, and I've sold a handful of homes, and I work that neighborhood quite a bit, I always think, if I was to live in Palm Springs, this would be the neighborhood. I just love it. Something about it, it just resonates with me. I always get a great feeling when I drive through it. It reminds me of the way Palm Springs probably was like back in the 50s.
Back in the
They
heyday.
got the narrow streets, no sidewalks. The homes, are all manicured, beautiful pools, a lot of pride in ownership, and tall palm trees. We're talking, they stretch to the sky. And at the end of every street, Mount San Jacinto is right there in your face. And you just get such a Palm Springs feel.
It's
And
like
another
iconic
thing,
Palm Springs, right?
it's very iconic. Well, because of all the mid-century homes in there.
Yeah.
Another thing I like about it is the people are so friendly. And as you drive through, you'll see people riding their bikes and they're walking their dogs and they all wave hi and the neighbors are out talking to each other. So again, it almost reminds me of the simple times of the way Palm Springs used to be when people still said hello to their neighbors and to the people that are just driving through the neighborhood. It's
Yeah.
hard to find that nowadays in some of the neighborhoods.
Sure is. We have a quick video we're going to show, and let's see. I think I turned the volume off, so if you want to talk over it,
Sure.
let's tell us a little bit about what's going on, and let's see here.
Yeah, we can give you a few stats on the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think we got a good. There we go. Actually, there's about 365 California ranch style homes in there. As we mentioned, a lot of mid-century homes built by some of the classic renowned architects like Donald Wexler, E. Stewart Williams, and of course Hugh Captor. Those are just a couple of the big names, and you can see right there the mountains in the background. And they also have some a couple of condominiums in there, but most of them are single-family homes. And again, you can see how flat roofs there. They got the low slung roofs. Really, just iconic Palm Springs look to it. I really love it. And you can see how it's right up against Mount San Jacinto, another thing that I just love. They got beautiful pools, and everybody keeps their houses very manicured in that neighborhood. There's such a pride in ownership that you just can't help but fall in love with that neighborhood when you drive through it.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites for sure.
Love that kind of architecture, those estate homes. Um, there are a lot of them that have really big lots. They've got some that have condos. I think we saw some attached townhomes there. Um,
Yeah.
what kind of price range are we talking? I mean, it must be kind of all over the place with those different types of property that we just were talking about.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood that's very well sought after. So you don't see a lot of homes coming up for sale in that neighborhood because of that reason. It's a very desirable place to live there in South Palm Springs. Right now, there's only 4 homes for sale in that neighborhood, and it's not a place for your starter homes. I mean, homes start about 1.5 to 2 million, and they go up from there.
Okay.
So they really, again, they just really take pride in that neighborhood. So a lot of people don't really like to move out of it. They hang on to those homes. They pass
Yeah.
those homes down to their children. You don't just see a lot of homes coming for sale in that neighborhood.
Yeah, only four on the market. Must be a bit of kind of like artwork. You hang on to it for a while, it appreciates. You also get to live in beautiful Palm Springs. Um, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely has a beautiful feel to it. And I encourage you to drive through it sometime if you're down in South Palm Springs. On the east side, it borders Sunrise Way. On the north side is Sunrise Way, or Mesquite. Sorry, Mesquite. On the south side is 111 or East Palm Canyon, and then on the west side is also Palm Canyon because it kind of curves around. That's where the sharp curve is in Palm Canyon. That's where the corner of Deepwell Estates is.
Yeah, and on a nice fall night, you could ride your bike probably to the village, go down there for Thursday night village night. Um,
Yeah.
so that's awesome. I can't believe there's only four units in there that are on the market. How many properties did you say kind of make up that neighborhood?
I've the California ranch style homes. There are a couple of condominium complexes in the corner there, but most of it is single family homes. And again, you won't see any sidewalks, no street lights. It's not like some of the modern neighborhoods that you'll see in other parts of the valley, like in Palm Desert, La Quinta, where everybody's got sidewalks and streetlights. You don't see that in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
It is very much like it was, back in the 50s.
So
Which
if somebody wanted to sell their home and wanted to talk to you about selling one of their homes in Deepwell, would you want them to give you a call?
Yeah, they can certainly give me a call at 760-880-3848. Again, my website is realestatepalmsprings.com. And that's the reason why I did buy that URL, because I really love Palm Springs. I work in it quite a bit. And, we get a lot of people who buy second homes here. So I do get a lot of second home buyers who are at a market. And a lot of times we can do a Zoom viewing. They don't have to be here. We can just go in and do a virtual tour is what we call it. And if they like the home, they fly in, put in an offer, and they fly back out the next day. It works quite a bit that way, to be honest with you.
You're also you're really involved with your wine and design mixers as well with the nonprofits you guys are sponsoring. Tell us about the next one that's coming up or the next two, if
Yeah.
people want to get to know you or find some design tips.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you brought that up, John. And I'm glad you're a part of it this year, as you've been the last couple of years. You're a big supporter, and I appreciate that. I started these wine and design mixers about 3 years ago. We're in our fourth season, and it was an opportunity to get people together to learn, some of the latest updates and ways that they can increase the appeal of their home and maximize their value. And that's the one thing I really enjoy doing is when I meet with a client is finding ways that we can sometimes just make small changes, painting, putting some paint here and there, decluttering, and doing other things that will just add to the value of their home. So when they come to these mixers, they can meet contractors, they can meet solar providers, artificial grass specialists. You're there as well, talking about financial options for them. And so when they come here, they can meet, a lot of the people that they're going to need when they go to put their home on the market. And we also raise money for local charities. So 100% of the $15 donation at the door goes to our local charities here in the desert. And we have complimentary wine, champagne, and appetizers, which is usually supplied by the host. And it's really like a nice little design soiree that benefits our local nonprofits who are doing a great job here in the community. Our first one is coming up October 17th, and that's going to be WDC Kitchen and Bath in La Quinta, and that will benefit the Children's Discovery Museum of the Desert. And then our next one is November 14th, and that's going to be at the Palm Desert Design Center, and that benefits Loving All Animals. So if you want to come out and you're an animal person, please come on out. I'd love to meet with you, and I'd love to introduce you to a lot of the people that I use, my trusted resource or my connections that you can use if you need someone to do any repairs or updates to your home. That's what it's all about.
The place is just packed. Every single location you go to, you just turn it out. Everybody's there to support you. You're supporting the community. It's a really great networking event for anybody in any industry, just to get out of the house, have a little wine, have a little champagne and hors d'oeuvres, and scope out maybe a new location or design. WDC Design Center in La Quinta,
It's WDC Kitchen and Bath.
Kitchen and
They
Bath.
just opened up on Highway 111 in La Quinta, very
Nice,
close to Washington and Highway 111.
cool.
And they just opened up last year. In fact, our last mixer of last season, and I have 5 of these. We have 3 more in January, February, and March. We take a little break in December for the holidays. But we had 100 people show up at the last one in March, WDC. So we've been really kind of growing. As you said, people are enjoying the fact that they can come and find out about, ways they can update their home, make connections with people that they can use to accomplish some of their updates and some repairs and things they need to get done, as well as help local charities and meet other business professionals. It's a great networking opportunity. So it's a win-win for everyone, not to mention all that, complimentary food and drink. So it usually turns out to be a great time. And I'm pleased to kind of be able to be the nucleus that brings it together. I love creating synergy in our desert. And this is something that's been special to me, to be able to bring people together, create this synergy, and everybody kind of walks away with a little something.
Well, it's a great group. You're active in the community. You're bringing people together. You're raising money for charity. You're an expert in deep well estates, and from Palm Springs to La Quinta, we've talked about a lot here. And
Yeah.
dude, just keep cranking. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Um, your socials, your website, Real Estate Palm Springs is pretty much where it's at, right?
Yep. If you go to Facebook and you're looking for me, it's under Real Estate PS. If you just type it into the search bar, it's Real Estate PS. But on Instagram, it's Real Estate Palm Springs. And on the internet website is realestatepalmsprings.com. And I'm sure you can find me through one of those, or Craig at realestatepalmsprings.com. And it's not, you just type in Craig Michaels and Realtor Palm Springs, it'll all come up for you
It'll all
for
come
sure.
up. That's
And
awesome.
I love connecting. And even if I could just refer you to resources, even if you're not sure you want to buy right now and just have questions. Again, I've lived here for a long time. I know all the desert cities. I know all the neighborhoods, good, bad, and indifferent. So if you're just looking for good advice in some direction, I'm always happy to spend time with you on the phone and share whatever knowledge I've got.
And you are a wealth of knowledge. And if anybody out there needs any loans, financing, jumbo financing for deep well, or anywhere from first time buyer programs all across the desert, I am at Sean LaRue Home Loans on most social media. Be happy to help you out with that and get you guys a smoking deal, get you in a home, or even refinance any of and consolidate some of that debt out there from maybe a recent renovation or remodel. So
There you go. Now's a good time. I tell you, the rates, as you know, kind of seem to be creeping down. So a lot of the buyers are, it's getting more active. Sellers and buyers are finally becoming more active. It slowed down a little bit earlier this year, and now's a great time for
dude,
buyers
I
and
can't
sellers.
believe I'm quoting rates in the fives these days. It's amazing. It's a
Right.
godsend. Come from
Yeah.
abundance. It's all coming back. And yeah, lots of great things happening. We've got the fun settlement thing behind us. We've got a rate reduction coming up with the Fed.
Yeah.
I think real estate's about to pop off again. So
And,
um,
and I see a lot of first time buyers kind of coming off the fence as well. So
yeah,
I'm sure you have some great programs for them.
yeah, we do. We have lots of down payment assistance, grant programs. Um, we've got amazing ITIN programs. Se habla español. So yeah, anything we can do. It was so great to have lunch with you recently. Uh, enjoyed that velvet cake, man. That was good. That was some good cake. But
I always love hanging out with you, Sean. You have great energy. And every time I refer you to people, they always talk about how much they enjoy working with you. And it's nice when I can have a trusted referral source like yourself. So I appreciate you as well.
well, I'm always happy to work with a professional and who's you've lived in Palm Springs now. How long?
Well, I lived in the desert 36 years, 17 in Cathedral City, a few in Palm Springs. La Quinta a couple of years, and now in Palm Desert for 15.
So
So
you are
I've been around the
connected.
desert.
Yeah, that's why you're bringing everybody together at your events and really kind of solidifying that community. So we
Well, I
appreciate
think
you,
it
buddy.
helps that I've lived in the different cities, so I can talk from firsthand experience. And especially, like I said, we get a lot of out of town buyers,
Yeah,
and I can tell them exactly, if they're looking at different neighborhoods in great detail, the good and the bad things about each one, so they can be more informed when they go to make their decision.
that's awesome. Well, if you have any questions about anything we talked about, drop us either a DM or a comment. Subscribe on my YouTube at Sean LaRue Home Loans for more information about local real estate and where the market's going. We really appreciate you, Craig, and
You too.
we'll look at another neighborhood soon.
I love your hair, by the way. Good haircut.
Ooh, thank you. Appreciate it. High and tight, baby. High and tight.
Hey, inside, man. Good hair is important.
I'm loving your hair too. That silver fox. I'm
Yeah,
glad you. I'm glad you let it go, dude.
yeah, fine. It was about time. Yeah,
It was
for
good.
sure.
It goes good
Thanks,
with your
man. I
smile.
appreciate it. You
All right,
too.
man.
All
Later.
right.
Bye.
Later.
Yeah, stay on until it uploads. Let's see here.